Hi everyone, Dennis Foley from Acoustic Fields. Today we're going to talk about ceiling height. It's something that we don't talk about enough, but it's really critical in our audio rooms, no matter what the usage. Ceiling height has a really big impact on pressure and modal distribution, and like we always say, it runs the whole length of the room, so you can't get away with it with sometimes longer widths and longer lengths. And we're going to use a few examples here to illustrate this. So let's take a little definition, a little walk back, and we're going to put a graph on the screen here, and I want to define some of the things you're going to be seeing. So the red lines that you see are the longest. Those are the axial modes. We know those are between two walls, and those are the strongest. That's why they're the longest. Then we have the purple, which are the tangential. Those are the four walls. Those are second longest, and then the oblique are the shortest. So we're going to focus for the purposes of this discussion on these two right now. So, and then we know that when we group modes together based on dimensions, we get what's called coincidental. So when we're designing rooms, the first thing I look for is dimensions that cause the least amount of coincidentals, because coincidentals are magnified in their distortion. 200%, 400%, 600%, and sometimes they get to the point where you can't treat them, no matter how much material, how much absorption material you put in the room. So you have to be very, very careful. And ceiling heights really cause a lot of problems. And let's take our standard 8-foot ceiling and look at the distribution of it. Now our room in this example that you're looking at, the graphic on the screen, 15 foot wide, 8 foot high, 23 foot long. You see how everything is bunched together. You see how the axial and the tangential modes are really tightly formed and pushed together. And a lot of that's the ceiling height, and we're going to show you that shortly. But you can see that the modal distributions in the 73 to 146 range, those are coincidentals. When you see two axial modes that are within 5 hertz of each other, that's a coincidental. And that's a high pressure area that may or may not be able to be treated. And they seem to always fall in that 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 cycle range, which is a horrible range to have them come in, okay? Now let's change it. Let's increase our ceiling height to 15 foot. Look at how things spread out. You can see in the graphic how all the modes are spreading out, and that's what you want. You want distance between everything, because the closer they get to each other, the more problems they cause, and the more treatment, and the more cost for you. So you can see the drastic difference in the two graphs between 8 and 15. And that's how important ceiling height is. So when we ever choose our dimensions, we want to make sure things are spread apart. And that gives us room to treat, gives us space to treat, and as long as we apply the right amount of absorption, we can manage these situations. But when we see dimensions that have 3, 4, 5, 6 coincidental modes, we have to find a new room. And that's why I tell you when you send me your dimensions, that's how critical it is for us. I tell you, I said, here's what you're up against, here's what you're facing. Is this going to bother you? Because you might have to live with certain frequencies that will really bother you. So therefore, you have to look for another room. And ceiling height is a big, big impact on that kind of modal distribution and frequency response. So try to find a room that's got a higher ceiling height. I know it's difficult. I know in North America, 8-foot ceiling heights are the norm, and nothing could be really worse for acoustics than those 8-foot ceiling heights. Those of you that are building rooms out there, look for 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Those are good ceiling heights, because then we can minimize the issues, and we can work with smaller width and length if we have larger ceiling heights. So I hope this helps. Keep that ceiling height in mind when you're looking for new rooms for your audio. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. We also have a newsletter that you can subscribe to, so please do that, because we offer special price discounts to only those on our newsletter. And then don't forget about our forum. We have started a forum on our own website where people ask questions, and I usually get a chance every couple of days to look at it. There's an interchange between people on the forum, and we'll give you real answers on a regular basis, so that'll help you. Thank you.